Hey guys, me Corey Moquin, and this is Gen's Art Production Reviews. Today we're reviewing a movie from the mid-90s called Clubhouse Detectives. This movie's about a couple of kids. They hang out together and they find out that their neighbor is a murderer. This movie starts off with two brothers whose mother is a widow. And she's trying to, meet a new man. Has a lot of dates going on, but every time she has a guy come over for a date, the two brothers try to mess it up because they're not really ready yet to have a new man in their life. So, the brothers persuade their friends to come and mess everything up.
Oh.
This is Eddie Balser. His dad's in the slammer.
He's in prison.
Yeah.
God, I love the 90s outfits.
Back, so be right back in a minute. Nice to meet you all.
So the boys successfully scare off the boyfriend. So the mother catches on that they were the reason that the boyfriend left, and their neighbor calls and says, "Want to come to my opera?" And they all go, as punishment for the kids.
To breathe my love, I'm lost too soon.
Does he have a boat?
So yeah, these kids really want a boat. So this lady stops by looking for the neighbor. Turns out that Michael, the neighbor, stole the play from Marcella, and Michael doesn't want anyone to find out about that, so he decides to kill her. Turns out that the older brother sees this happening.
I trusted you. Because of you, I believed that I had no talent. And all along, it was you who had no talent.
Enough!
With your
Of course, the mom does not believe him.
Go to bed.
Doesn't this shit piss off the neighbors? So he finally convinces his friends that the guy did indeed kill the woman, and they try to break in to find her body.
I'm going into Chambers' house to find the body. Who's with me? Got a ladder? Yeah, but it's too short.
Sure that all the doors are locked.
I'm sure. It'll reach across. Let's just forget the whole thing and go swimming. No, man.
I'll bet my sweet butt you reach from your bathroom window to that window right there. And you are the genius.
Bastard. I'm fairly positive that ladder is not too short to climb up instead of going across, but let's move on. So the two boys are looking around the house trying to find the body. But Michael gets a phone call saying he has to return home, and he's on his way home while they're in the house. But they bump into each other, so now the fat kid can't warn them when Mr. Chambers pulls in their driveway.
Can't be in the fridge.
I know, but check out these pickles, man.
Oh my God.
Get out of there! He's home! This is for real! Get out of there!
How doesn't Michael hear this shit?
Hurry! Hurry!
I mean, seriously, they're yelling, they're stomping their feet. How can this guy not hear people running around in his house? Oh God. Come on though, that ladder is definitely tall enough to get up there. And it's not even that high of a jump. Oh, he hears that though. He doesn't hear a ladder crashing down, kids stomping on the floors. Whatever. So the younger brother comes and knocks on the door to distract Michael. Now, Billy is upstairs and he goes into the basement during this time. Why doesn't he go out the back door? I'm sure he has one. So while Billy's in the basement, he finds the freezer. And all the food's out of it, so he's thinking that's where the body is. And after a close call, Billy escapes the house. All the boys are ecstatic at this new finding that Billy has found the body. So they all drive to the mother's work and cause a ruckus. Mother gets fed up and takes Billy over to Michael's house to confront him and tell him everything. What a bitch.
I'd been working on a rewrite of the opera, and I asked a student to come over and rehearse one of the scenes. Sometimes that's the only way I can tell if my writing is working. And I'm afraid that particular scene we rehearsed was rather dramatic.
That clever bastard. As Michael's moving in a couple days, he decides to give the freezer to the family. He's cold. So while Billy and Kate are in the park, they see all these missing signs for the person that was killed by Michael. And they hear a sound that they heard the night before in Michael's house. It is the sound of a shovel.
No! Their house is like ours. In the front there's a crawl space, and in the back there's a small basement. Last night he pushed the piano out of the way.
Give me this. I'll explain it. Then he turned up the radio real loud so you couldn't hear him pulling up the boards. Then he dug a hole in the dirt under the house, and that's where he buried Marcella Janowit's body. I wonder why I didn't think of this until now.
I hate this kid.
Man, I just got the shivers.
Me too.
When this is all over, man, you're gonna have shivers running up and down your famous butts.
So Billy rounds up all his friends and says, I'll split the reward with you if you help me dig up the body. The Spanish kid has to watch the front of the house. The black kid has to watch the back of the house.
You and Kate stay in the bathroom. When I find the body, I'll call Eddie. Kate, as soon as Eddie gives you the signal, hit the redial button. I've already programmed it for 911.
Is that really necessary to program 911 to your phone? It's 3 numbers. Is he gonna forget it? And of course, Billy is the one who has to dig up the body. As the night goes on, Billy starts to dig up the body with a little garden shovel. All the while, Chambers is up above him playing the piano. Talk about your... yeah. I'm not gonna say anything about this scene right here. So Billy escapes Chambers and runs to his house where all of his friends hide. And they all decided to hide in the same room, Billy's room. I like their hiding spaces.
Whoa! Get your butt off my way! I was here first! Get out of my way! Shut up and hide! You take up too much room, Eddie! Watch it, man! Be quiet!
Do these kids have any sense of being quiet? Ugh, they're Utah Jazz fans.
Mr. Chambers, you touch Billy, and I'll break your legs.
Yeah, that's believable.
I'm with Kate. You touch Billy, you're gonna have to deal with the man.
Not the man.
They don't call me the Puerto Rican Mexican mutilator for nothing.
They call him the Puerto Rican mutilator. So the cops arrive and take Chambers away. And they get the reward money. So they buy what they've always wanted. So that about does it here at Genzar Production Reviews. This movie, you know, obviously had its down parts and it's kind of corny, but you know, I'll give it a good 6 out of 10. I liked it. It was good. It was a good storyline. Yet there's a lot of nitpicking to do about it. But there is one thing that bothers me about the box. Right here. Please take a look at this cover. Does anything seem a little out of place here? I don't know, maybe it's the fact that this kid was never in the movie? I mean, seriously, who is this kid? I see the fat kid, the black kid, the 2 brothers, the Spanish kid's missing, but there's this other kid in his place with a toy in his hand. And I want to know who he is. If he's not in the movie, why is he on the cover? Anyways, tune in next time to Genzar Production Reviews where I review another movie. See you later.